Hey, it's Joycenator. Let's talk. So I know I've been pretty inconsistent with my uploads lately on YouTube, and I kind of wanted to just like talk for a second about like my life and what's going on with me, um, because this is something that I've kind of really been committed to over the last like month or so, couple of months, and something that I really wanted to carry into the next year with a lot of momentum and really good habits, I guess, when it comes to putting out content on this platform and all that stuff. But I know also like a lot of you have asked to hear like more life updates and get more like vlog kind of content from me. So anyway, let's talk. Um, for starters, I've had kind of a rough couple of weeks with my physical health. My mental health has actually been doing really well. I've been more relaxed, more calm, more stable than I have been for a long time, and just like happier and in like a more positive mindset, better mood, just kind of everything coming together. Yeah, I'm doing really well mentally right now, and I wish I could say the same about my physical health. So, as you may or may not know, I have a number of chronic health problems, most notably psoriatic arthritis, which is pretty much why I'm not working a regular job in the middle of this pandemic. It's why my stream schedule can be a little wonky, and it is something that really affects kind of every day of my life. And so I guess let's kind of talk about that. If you don't know much about psoriatic arthritis, it's a degenerative joint condition caused by an autoimmune disorder. So I have like a skin condition called psoriasis that causes your skin to flake and not bond correctly. And I'm really fortunate. You can't really see it anywhere on my body. It's where the actual skin condition is for me is on my head. It's underneath my hair, on my scalp, and it's not that bad. Many people who have psoriasis have a much more severe case of the skin condition, like affliction, I guess is maybe the best way to describe it. But what that also has done as an autoimmune disorder, basically what happens is my skin cells are more or less attacking themselves. And it's not just on the surface of my skin, it's also attacking my joints. And so what that means is I've actually shrunk almost an inch since I graduated high school. Over the last like 7 years, I've shrunk roughly an inch in physical height. And it also means that I deal with inflammation and pain and soreness in almost every joint in my body and my ribs every day. And some days it's not very bad. I can manage it with like CBD oil and naproxen, which is just a leave, like just over-the-counter stuff. Most days I can manage it reasonably well to where I can function like a normal person. Other days, not so much. So even like yesterday, for example, I had an Among Us video that was all cut and just needed a couple of edits and a thumbnail put together for it, and I would have, it was ready to go for today, to be like yesterday's upload or today's upload. And I was supposed to do like delivery driving and stuff for DoorDash, because I've been doing that to try to make some extra money and pay for my bills and stuff during the pandemic. And I could not move from my bed until like 11 o'clock last night, ballpark. Like roughly, I think I finally was able to get out of bed around like 11:15, 11:20 last night. Normally I wake up around like 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, so I'll stream from like 10 or 11 until roughly like 4-ish, and then I'll sleep for about five and a half, 6 hours. And I'll get up and I'll like go do my deliveries and all that. So a full like 13, 14 hours where I couldn't move. The arthritis is accompanied, because it went completely untreated for years. I've had this since I was a kid. Went untreated for probably 13, well, no, more than that. So I first noticed my symptoms around the time I was like 7 or 8. And went untreated until I was 23. So like 15 years. Untreated for 15 years. I developed a chronic pain condition. So everything that would feel like a normal amount of pain to everyone else is more painful than that. More painful than it should be for me. And I also feel pain even when I'm not dealing with inflammation and in parts of my body that normally shouldn't really be affected by arthritis. So like soft tissue, especially like in my calves and in my forearms, I'll get like pain even though there's not really like joint inflammation there. There's not really anything to like cause that. But the bigger issue with that is chronic fatigue. So I'll be like just unbearably tired to the point where I physically am so exhausted for no apparent reason that I can't even get out of bed. I can't sit up in my bed. Stand rolling over by myself can be difficult. And so like, for example, like yesterday that happened. Like that was like 13, 14 hours where I physically could not move hardly at all. Like rolling over to get myself into a more comfortable position in bed was difficult for 14 hours. And I'm kind of rambling and getting hung up on this one topic. I had other things I wanted to talk about, but I guess what I'm getting at with this is like that's kind of what I've been dealing with for about like 3 weeks now. Is I had a flare-up that lasted over a week and a half, where it pretty much felt like someone was taking a knife and just like cutting in between my ribs on my back every day for a week and a half. And so it was really hard for me to sit in a chair and even do stuff as simple as editing. I'd go out and drive deliveries for 2.5 hours and be so sore and so exhausted that I would need to lay down for a few hours just to like rest after driving for a couple hours. It was bad. And I've been dealing with extra fatigue and stuff ever since then, and yesterday it especially was really bad. So that's kind of why I've been so far behind on uploads and stuff. My cat, Rory, is in the thumbnail for today's video, and the reason for that is he's basically been my nurse for the last like 3 weeks. Every time I'm dealing with these problems, he's right by my side. He'll snuggle me and cuddle me and just like keep an eye on me, make sure I'm okay. He gets really worried about me when I can't get out of bed. And so he'll like hop up and he'll watch me, while I sleep and stuff, trying to stay rested. And he takes care of me, and he's my little helper. So I wanted to recognize him a little bit, because I have had to deal with these problems before I had a pet, and now that I have one, it's a lot easier mentally. Like, it's a lot easier on me mentally because I'm not physically alone for dealing with that, but also like emotionally, like just having that kind of like physical touch and care really helps a lot with that stuff too. Because this stuff does mess with me mentally too. I mean, like it doesn't directly cause like mental problems, but like it's weird being a functioning adult human being and not even being able to like pick myself up out of bed sometimes, and that it messes with you. It does, especially like I don't know, like this stuff can mess with people that you wouldn't expect. I mean, like I look like I'm in relatively like physically good condition. I appear to be in good physical shape, and I owe that largely to my metabolism, and how physically fit I was when I was younger, how much I worked out, how much I trained athletically when I was younger. A lot of that's just holdovers and me, eating well and my metabolism burning through stuff really, really fast. Because like I'm not physically active. I'm not in a physical condition to where I can be very physically active. It's kind of an illusion. Like my appearance is an illusion. I'm not actually in as good of physical shape as I look like I am. Typically. But I don't know. I'm kind of rambling now. That's what's going on with the uploads. Why I haven't been posting much on YouTube. Been dealing with some physical health stuff. Mentally, I'm in a great place though. I don't know, my relationship's doing really well. Cat's doing very well. He's a very happy, very healthy boy. His winter coat grew in. It's very fluffy. I don't know. Maybe I'll post some pictures on my Instagram. Take a look at those. I got plenty of pictures of him on there already, but I'm due to post some more. I think it's been long enough. I should probably do another little Rory photo dump. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any questions or like want to know more about like psoriatic arthritis or chronic pain, chronic fatigue, any of that stuff. If you have questions or concerns or want to know, like, I mean, just ask. Even if you're not sure how to ask a question, just ask it. I'm not going to get offended about this kind of stuff. Like, if you want to know something about it, just, I don't know, drop a comment. If you want to tell me something, say it in the comments. I don't know. But that's all for me today. I will see you all with any luck tomorrow. I have a video I need to make about the Detroit Lions, and I have a couple of Among Us videos that need to get posted. So I got like a bunch of stuff ready to go. I just need to finish edits on it and get some thumbnails on them, and we'll get those up as soon as I can. So fingers crossed, I'll be able to get some of this stuff wrapped up tomorrow, and we'll get, hopefully probably an Among Us video up tomorrow, and then I would like to get the Detroit Lions video up later this week, because we got some stuff to talk about. It's a good week to be a Lions fan. But anyway, I'll see you later. Peace.